Hey everybody, Punisher 88 here, coming to you live once again with another weekend review. So today's review was chosen by you guys, the viewers, by going over to the Punisher 88 Facebook page and voting for what you want to see me review. So uh, for today's review, I posted 4 options, and they were DC Comics Presents issue number 41, um, Revenge #1 from Image Comics, um, Marvel What If issue number 47, which was What If Loki Had Found the Hammer of Thor, and there was Venom Lethal Protectors #1. And the book that won out of all 4 of those was DC Comics Presents issue number 41, featuring Superman and the Joker in a story called, hold on, I have to write it down because it's a long title and it's kind of like a tongue twister. In the terrible Tinseltown Treasure Trap Treachery. Yeah, I'm not making this stuff up. I think it says it in the book too. Yep, right there. See? The terrible Tinseltown Treasure Trap Treachery. Oh man, that's a mouthful. Anyway, I was really excited to read this because up until today, since I got this, this was my first time reading it, and it's actually a pretty good story. I liked it, and one big thing that I really liked about it is um, I was happy seeing a Joker story with a hero other than Batman in it. So it was pretty cool to see Superman in a Joker story for a change. So that's another thing that, you know, really made me look forward to reading the story. So anyway, so now that you guys know what you're getting for a review, just sit back and I'll be right with you. But first, cue that intro music. Hey everybody, welcome back. So as I mentioned in my intro, today I'm covering DC Comics Presents issue number 41, featuring Superman and the Joker. Now, for those of you who watch my reviews, you guys will know that I like to start with the cover first, so let's check it out. Right off the bat, yes, I love this cover. I love it for 2 reasons. The first one being, it's done by one of my favorite DC artists, which is Dick Giordano. The second reason why I love this cover is for their use of this very bold yet dark bluish purple color in the background to make everything really stand out at you. And I've mentioned in the past, I love when a comic book cover does that. And I've noticed with DC, especially their older books, are really good at that. 2 other colors I've noticed DC has used in the past to really make everything stand out is they've used this really bright yellow, and they've done it in a way where it looks really good. Not like, you look at it and be like, ugh, yellow, ugh. No, they do it where it looks amazing. And they also use this like reddish orange color. And actually, if you check out my review I did on The Brave and the Bold issue 195, which is with Batman and iVampire, you'll notice the entire background is done in that orangey red color, and it looks so good. So right off the bat, this comic's hitting, it's batting 1,000 pretty much. So now for what I like to call the nitty gritty, the main part of this whole video. And before I get to it, I just want to mention this is actually going out to more of the newer viewers. I wanted to mention how I go about doing my reviews. So on Thursdays, when I do a review of a newer book, I like to structure it out with a good, the bad, and basically my overall thought. Whereas on the Saturday, with it being a back issue book, I basically like to give my viewer the Reader's Digest version of the actual story, and then at the very end, I'll give a very quick, good, bad overall thought. Sound good? All right. So we'll get through this, and we'll all be on our merry way. All right. So I know I mentioned it in the intro, but I'll mention it again. The title of this story, I'll get my mouth ready here, is The Terrible Tinseltown Treasure Trap Treachery. It's like a tongue twister. Oh my god. Anyway, so the story starts off with the Joker busting the uh, the prankster out of Metropolis State Prison, and after he does that, the news of the breakout gets back to the Daily Planet. Clark, Lois, and Jimmy. Clark Kent, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen. They find out about it, and Clark right away changes into Superman, and he takes off to investigate a lead on the prankster. He then goes to the last known, hideout of the prankster, and he's attacked by this, common street thug who attempts and fails to pump Superman full of lead. We all knew it wasn't going to work. Anyway, he tries, he fails, he takes off. So then after that happens, Superman learns that the prankster and the Joker are actually working together, and they're basing their operation or whatever out of Hollywood. Hence the whole Tinseltown thing. And then after that, Superman flies back to the Daily Planet, or Clark, and he kind of invites himself to go on this trip with Lois Lane and Perry White to the the journalist convention in Beverly Hills. It'll be near Hollywood, so you can check what's going on. So before leaving for Hollywood, Clark makes a little phone call. Where to? Wayne Manor. Now you kind of figured a story with the Joker in it, you're going to have a cameo from Batman. So he calls Wayne Manor. Clark calls Wayne Manor. So he's talking with Alfred, and he basically tells them, don't mention anything to Batman. Superman will take care of it. Okay. Alfred's okay with it. So then Clark, Lois, and Perry, they arrive in California, and we find out the reason why Joker and the prankster are working together is to get their revenge on this deceased Hollywood comedian. And don't worry, we learn about the revenge later on. I'll get to that. So then, while in California, Clark hears that there's this big auction going on at this deceased comedian's estate. So he goes to check it out. And not long after being there, he notices the Joker copter flying around. So right at that point, something's going to start happening. So Clark races to, find a place where he could change into Superman. And back at the auction, one of the first things that gets auctioned off is a dressing room van. It looks like an RV from this comedian. And as it's being auctioned off, the auctioneer, he just starts laughing uncontrollably. And you kind of figure the Joker's around, Joker gas, you get it. And so at that point, the prankster comes in, kind of like, sets this van loose on this whole big crowd of people. And one of the people in the crowd is Perry White, as we find out he followed Clark to this auction. Well, Superman busts in, and all of a sudden the prankster takes Perry White hostage. And so basically Superman's about to melt the barrel of the prankster's gun that he's holding to Perry White's head. And you think right there, okay, it'll be simple, he's gonna get him, blah blah blah. Well, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Joker comes in and he lassos Perry White and the prankster and pulls them into the Joker copter. And once they're safe in the Joker copter, It flies off, and then to prevent injuries and whatnot, Superman goes to stop this runaway van. It's kind of like a distraction for them to get away or whatever. So once they're on the Joker copter, the prankster all of a sudden backstabs the Joker and kicks him out of the flying helicopter. And Superman all of a sudden zooms in, saves the Joker, and the Joker tells Superman basically in return for him saving him, he's willing to help Superman only if Superman puts in a good word for him with the local authorities and whatnot. So then we find out what the whole revenge thing is. And we find out this comedian did a job with the prankster and the Joker a while back, and he kind of stiffed them out of like $250,000. And the key to getting this money back is finding this missing bank book. And in that van, or part of the auction, were all these little novelty things which were actual clues to finding this bank book. So Superman puts the whole thing together, breaks the code, and when they go to find it, this bank book, the prankster shows up again, and he blows up a cop car. So Superman goes to tend to this burning car. Joker takes out the prankster's henchman, and he poisons the prankster to pretty much near death. And then he makes off with the bank book, which you kind of figured as well. When the Joker says he's going to help a good guy, it usually isn't going to last too long. So he takes off. So then Superman sees that the prankster's dying, so he races him back to the Fortress of Solitude. Now I know what you're saying. Why the hell is he helping a villain? Let him die. Wait. He rushes into the Fortress of Solitude because the prankster's the only one who knows where Perry White is. So that's why Superman is desperate to save him. And Superman places him in this machine called a Kryptonian blood filter. And then he sets this like hypersonic alarm, so it'll go off when the prankster regains his consciousness. And then Superman returns to California to finally try and mess up the Joker's scheme. Well, now we see the Joker trying to empty this account with this bank book, and it doesn't go over so well. They deny him access to the account, so basically he sets his goons on the tellers, and in heroic fashion, Superman busts in, melts all their guns, gathers them up, throws them into the bank vault, and seals it shut. And then he goes after the Joker. So we see the Joker mobile. So Superman, he catches up to the Joker, and he melts the pavement all around the Joker mobile. And all of a sudden, an ejector seat comes out of the car. So Superman jumps up and goes to grab the Joker, but really what it is an inflatable dummy of the Joker. It explodes, and it's full of kryptonite sand. And Superman gets it all over him. So now he's all disoriented and whatnot. This part of the book I find is very cheesy. He's all disoriented. He aims himself at the Joker mobile, falls into it, onto the ejector seat, gets ejected out of the car, and he projects himself into a reservoir. So he cleans all the kryptonite sand off of him. Yeah, only in the comics, folks. Then he hears that hyper alarm go off, so he zooms back to the Fortress of Solitude, and we see him with the prankster. The prankster finally gives up where Perry White is. Superman goes to save him, and then finally now for the third time, he's like, okay, I'm going to get the Joker. And at that point, I was like, if I was Superman, I would be, I would be feeling really bad for Batman right now, because he has to put up with the Joker on almost an everyday basis. So, you gotta give the guy a break. Being, man, how do you deal with this guy? So anyway, Superman goes after the Joker, catches him, because we see the Joker. He's trying to make his getaway in the Joker copter. Superman doesn't like that. He basically dismantles the helicopter by ripping the blades apart and everything. And he basically hand delivers Joker to the authorities. End of story. Now, overall, I thought the story was really good. It was funny. It was cheesy if you're into that kind of thing. Very campy. And yeah, I thought it was good. If I had to pick a bad part of the book, I think it would be that whole part with the street thug who doesn't know who Superman is. I think that was like, well, that doesn't even have to be brought up. Overall thought, good. If any of your shops out there deal with like back issue stuff and you could get the physical copy of this, I'd say pick it up. I paid like $5 for mine. I just had a 5 on me. I was like, ah, what the hell. So maybe you guys could get it for cheaper. Again, I don't know if this is in digital form. Maybe it is. I don't do the whole digital thing. So if you could find a digital copy of it, give it a read. Because it's good. It's funny. So all in all, do I recommend it? Yeah. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Share it if you like. If you like videos like this, take a look around my channel. I do, like I mentioned, I do new reviews every Thursday and Saturday. I do Loot Crate unboxings every month as my promise to my viewers. And starting next week, I'll be starting my new series, which is going to be Punisher 88 presents the lame supervillain or sometimes superhero of the week. So stay tuned for that. And also, I just finished doing a big haul video, which I will be actually uploading after this video. And there's one thing I forgot to show you guys in that haul, and it's not comic books, but I picked up 2 Blu-rays yesterday. They are comic book related. I picked up Batman Under the Red Hood, because I heard it was a pretty good movie. And this one I picked up out of, just for the hell of it. I picked up Justice League Doom. Never seen it, so I was really curious about it. So, yeah, I just wanted to show those to you guys. And that's that. So before I end this video, I know in my Thursday video I asked you guys a question. I asked, what were your guys' favorite Spider-Man outfit? Over his long history in the comics, what was your favorite outfit that Spidey wore? I mentioned that I really liked his cosmic outfit, along with his original and his black costume. So for this weekend, my question to you guys is, what is your favorite number 100 issue in comics? It could be from Marvel, DC, you name it. And leave your answers in the comments below. And in the next video, I'll tell you guys what my favorite issue 100 is. Alrighty? So, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you guys pick up a lot of cool geeky goodies. I hope on Sunday everyone's watching the Super Bowl. Go Seahawks. That's right, I said it. Go Seahawks. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Alrighty? So, this is Punisher 88 signing off. See ya.